The world is changing, and the classroom is changing right along with it. Personal laptops and cell phones that were once a luxury reserved for the super rich are now practically a necessity for every man and woman who works or goes to school. But to what degree should this new technology be a part of the classroom experience? Should it be limited to work done at home? Or should laptops and cell phones be welcome in the classroom? Well, why don't we ask some of the people who are most closely affected by this issue?
Hi, I'm Kevin Stock. I'm a business management major here at BYUI.
Hi, I'm Brian Schmidt, and I help with faculty resources and development on campus.
Hi, my name's Tim Garland, and I work at the FTC here on campus.
Hi, I'm Nicole Bird.
Nicole, what's your major?
Elementary education.
Hey, hi, Brother Chris.
So Nicole, right now as a student, how do you use technology in the classroom?
I use my computer and my laptop all the time. For presentations, I use PowerPoint.
Okay. Do you personally use technology in the classroom?
Yes.
What do you use?
My laptop.
Okay, what about your cell phone?
My cell phone, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably shouldn't, but I do.
What are your thoughts on using laptops in a school setting?
I like using laptops. It makes it convenient. I have them in my class so I can follow along.
I think it can be very useful, but also very distracting, depending on how you use it.
In your class, you have a policy that anyone who pulls out electronics like laptops or cell phones gets docked points, right?
That's correct.
Right. So, why do you have that policy?
It's because they tend to be a distraction. Yeah, I've sat in the back of other classes that allowed things, and I saw what the students were actually using their electronic devices for, and it wasn't for educational purposes.
Do you think there's any problems with students in the classroom using their laptops for other things than classwork?
Yeah, there definitely is. I mean, you can look around and I'll see people on Facebook and everything else all the time, but that's just a choice that the student makes to not pay attention, and so that's just, they're hurting themselves more than anything else.
Texting and Facebook and things.
Yeah, I saw a lot of ESPN too.
Oh, well, I'm not entirely surprised there.
I think technology, in one sense, might be can be distracting, but I don't know. Maybe it just makes it more visible because when you're lecturing, people can stare at you, but you don't know if they're really listening or not. Like when I'm at the back of the classroom, when I see someone leading a discussion, sometimes you can see people, writing their emails, checking out Twitter or whatever they're doing, and so it might make it more visible. I don't know if it really changes things too much.
And as a future teacher, do you see yourself using technology in the classroom or letting your students use technology?
I do. My favorite thing is Jing, so that you can teach your students and the parents. If any of you are familiar with that, that's my favorite thing, and I plan on using that as a teacher.
So there is a certain piece of technology you use in your class, though. You like to use the eye clicker.
Yep.
Which is kind of, for anyone who doesn't know, it's like the Jeopardy buzzer of BYUI. It's you click in your answer and you take like an electronic quiz with it. So why do you like that? Or
the alternative would be to give a paper quiz every day, and in my smaller classes that wouldn't necessarily be a problem, but particularly in History 101, where you have anywhere from 50 to 100 students in there, that would just become onerous to do paper quizzes. I also get immediate feedback, right there.
Yeah.
I can see, everybody knew that one. I don't have to spend 10 minutes on that talking about that issue. Or, wow, nobody knew that one. I better definitely spend a little more time talking about that one.
What's wonderful about, I think, some technologies is how much information students can get to immediately, or faculty. I mean, in one sense, if you're teaching, you can only communicate with one person at a time. But say you're using some type of voting device, whether it be on a phone or whatever type of technology, you can poll your students, find out instantly where they're at and on an issue, answer questions. There's just some really neat ways of interacting with your students, coming from a faculty perspective, that you wouldn't be able to do in just a face-to-face situation.
Now, notice one of the things I'll point out is, iClicker and other companies have these tools where you can basically get an app on your phone to answer questions. Mm-hmm. I don't allow that in my class because you can see, well, sure, everybody's already got a phone, so they wouldn't have to buy a clicker, but then they're going to have out on their desk this temptation to text or access the internet or whatever. So I don't allow those. So I keep it very limited to, look, this is a tool for answering questions and for us to be able to understand one another back and forth.
Being a CIT major, we have a lot of different web design classes or databases, programming. So it helps people to be on my laptop and typing along with the teacher as they do their examples to help cement that learning and that knowledge.
I think, electronic devices certainly have some benefits and could be helpful in some situations. And every once in a while, in some of my upper division classes, we'll use them. Where I have a student who uses it to sometimes to access an online Chinese dictionary. Actually.
So kind of to sum it up, it sounds like you're saying there's no universal rule when it comes to technology and electronics.
No, it's definitely a relative thing, and I could definitely see classes where it would be more beneficial to have them and have access to these things than not. And it may depend on the maturity level of the students as well.
So you think that the pros outweigh the cons in using laptops?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Tim. Say
You're
bye to our
welcome.
class.
Bye.
Bye, class.
So do you think using cell phones and laptops, are there more pros or cons to using them in the classroom?
For cell phones, cons, I think they're more of a distraction because they're simple apps and things that are more games and stuff. Laptops, they have more capabilities. They have more programs than apps. So in my classes, I use the programs to follow along with my teachers, whereas my phone, I just text.
I think there's tons of pros. I have two classes, 2 online classes right now that help me with my time so that I can work and do school at the same time.
Basically weighing the pros and the cons, I feel like I can do a big, greater service to the students who are potentially distracted by just saying, hey, don't pull them out. Believe me, there's still ways you can distract yourself, but but if I can make a policy that will help you in any small way, then I might as well do it.
I think it would be a great instrument and helpful. Does chalk count as, not saying that is a technology, right? Came out, it was really big, lasted a long time.